Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Trojans offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
It's so much easier to play defense when you know where the quarterback's going to be. But when you got a guy that can move outside the pocket and make big plays like this, it's so hard. Do I bring a blitz here? Do I bring a blitz there? He continues to make big plays outside the pocket.
Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what?
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So Northwestern's offense will get the ball for the first time. And And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's McCann. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense. Start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Wildcats Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. There are a lot of schools facing the hill they climb. You have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The inside handoff. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. Defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, aren't they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Caught in the backfield. It's Kent. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes a man miss. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Poe. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Flicks it out of the air. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this threat, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to... Lets it fly! And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Got enough for the 1st down and once more. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball. But
going for the goal line. And he roars into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
So nice to have guys out wide that you just trust, that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. With the catch, it's Durant. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Woodside. Gets it to the 46-yard line, 1st down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, USC. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
After that last completion, it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep getting...
Breaks into the open.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, USC.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durant. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Northwestern! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. The offense changing the play. They are looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. On the move at the 30. Turns on the Jets. Past the 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
That's reeled in. It's Kent. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Byrne. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Northwestern right back to the line. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Durant. Touchdown, Northwestern. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now,
turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The throw. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, elation on one sideline, deflation on the other in the hotly contested Sunflower Showdown. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins.
And the ball's free deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster. disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief. And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and QB didn't have one that time.
The sure hands, it's Kent. Stumbled to the ground.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Completes the shuffle pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This time it's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Tim?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They
brings him to the open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
On the run, still looking. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Can't get him to the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out.
There he goes! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The give as they work on that clock. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Smashes through the tackle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, just wrapped up another chapter in the rivalry between Florida State and Miami, and here's how it went down. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Byrne. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Durant. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll knock him down. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Peters. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
First down for the offense. QB spicing. No gain on the play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wall. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground,